I'm Brian. Welcome to Build a Place. In this project, we're going to go to work and we're going to replace the power cord on my angle grinder. I nicked it pretty good with the grinding wheel hit it, so I see exposed copper here. So what I decided to do is I picked up a 10-foot long extension cord that I'm just going to cut the end of receptacle off and replace this. So let's go to work. First thing, make sure the power cord is unplugged. That's the natural thing you want to do. Then I'm going to take this end of the grinder off. So it should break off right here, and just the switch and the power should come with that. I've had this grinder for I don't know how many years. I don't know how long it's been since Harbor Freight has made red. What is this? Central Electric, I guess. Don't even say on there anymore. Yeah, it does. Central Electric power tools. So I bought this thing a long time ago and it worked very well. I bought another one and it's still in the box. That tells you that it's been a good tool for me. Can't complain. Definitely don't think I need to get a warranty for a power tool that lasts like this, because I think when I purchased the last one, it was kind of funny. They asked me if I wanted a warranty, and I said, well, I don't know when I'm going to ever start using it, so I don't think the warranty is going to help me any now. I want to take this apart without disturbing the switch. It's got a paddle switch on it, so I don't want anything to come out of here that's... You see how this thing's been here and had many years of use. Let's get this paddle switch out of here. I see where I'm going to have a little bit of problem to start with. I don't know if I have crimped leads that I can use. That looks like it's going to stay there. But I think these are like a crimped, yeah, these are a flat crimped lead, so that's not going to be easy to find a terminal to replace that, because I don't have what I call these fast-ons. I don't think I have a fast-on it's quite that small. So I think I'm going to do something special on this. Well, let's keep on going. Yeah, I wouldn't expect to see the fast-ons there, but maybe I can work. Those got to be separate. These are the outside case. I'll put them over here. This is for the clamp. It's a slightly different size screw, so I don't want them to get mixed up. Okay, the clamp that goes there. So the wire is going to go right on out easy. But herein lies the problem. Trying to find a fast-on that's that small. I don't think I'm going to be able to find that, so you got to come with a little bit different plan. Then I'm going to splice in the other wire here onto that. So that's the plan right now. I'm just splice it. Since I decided we're going to be splicing this, we got to cut this plug end off. And we'll strip this back a little ways. Be careful dealing with knives. It can be quite sharp. So what I normally do is bring where I'm going to cut, bring that over my hand, but you got to be careful because you're going to have the knife right there. Keep bending it back to expose you'll be able to see the insulation on the wire. Keep working around, slowly notching that out without, if you hit the wire, if you nick the wire, you just got to go back and cut it off until you get where you can. And we got plenty of cord. It's 10-foot long cord, so if I nick it and lose a couple inches each time, I got a long ways to go before it becomes a unusable cord. Okay. So we got our colors. We're not going to need the green because this doesn't require a ground, so we can just cut that flush. And I'm going to strip back somewhere right in here. somewhere around 1 inch. So what gauge was this? This was 16 gauge. So I'll find 16 on my strippers. 16 gauge right there. I want to strip a good bit because I'm going to I want to actually form a J hook. So I want a good bit of the wire. I can always trim it down a little bit. Let's go to this side. Strip that. I think that looks like about the same length. Yeah, look, come up almost perfect. So we're going to twist this around to make it so it's a tighter form. And I want to tin these pieces of wire with some solder. So I'll get my solder here. My iron's already nice and hot. Just lay them on here. Get some solder on them. Tin them real good. I like doing J hooks. Seems like it gives more of a better splice if you J hook it. It makes it stronger. I'm not much on parallel splices. Or just laying the wires beside each other and splice, or it's my favorite way. So if you see me doing splicing, 9 times out of 10 it'll be this way. Let that cool off just a minute while we're going to cut these wires. And we're going to cut them, well, I'm probably just going to cut them just about flush with the existing hole, because we're going to do J hooks on that too. So we'll cut these both same exact length, or cut them. And then we'll strip this back, and I don't know if I don't think that's quite 16. Let's try 16 gauge. It may strip. Strip back a little ways. Nope, maybe it is 16 gauge. Strip this one back, 16 gauge. They're both stripped about the same amount. Again, we'll twist the wires a little bit to form it. And we'll tin these. Try to hold it still. That burning my finger. That tinned up real nice. Okay, let me go get some cleaner and we'll clean this residue. This is just plain isopropyl alcohol. Let's get some of that flux residue off of there. Okay, now what I want to do is get my round pliers and on form a J hook right about there, I guess. That should be a good place. I'm going to probably have to trim it down just a little bit. Yeah, I'll have to trim it a little bit. And do the same on these. These are definitely going to have to be trimmed down. But it's fine, they're a little bit long. Better to be a little bit long than make them too short. You gotta get the wire stretcher out. Okay, the white goes to white, locked in. Then a pair of pliers, tack it down. Take the other side, take it down. I'm going to make sure my shrink pieces will go over. They'll go over. I'm going to trim this end off to its flush there, and this one to its flush here. Crimp it down. That gives a good mechanical connection. That way if something, which it should not fail, but you know you got a good connection when you got it. I want that to hold kind of straight. It's probably going to drop down a little bit. Good coating of solder on it. I'm going to do the black wire. Pliers crimp that down. Both pieces down a little bit. And let's see, everything's in the way. Trim this. It's about flush. And do the same on this one since it's pretty long. Crimp it down. Form a good mechanical connection. And solder. A good solder connection. Put our piece of shrink on there. And I had another one sitting here somewhere. Oh, here's the other one. Put a piece of shrink on there. Center this shrink tube right over the center of the connection that we soldered. Shrink this down and that'll seal the wire and electrically, and well, it'll actually seal up more or less the moisture or anything else from getting in there, but really probably not too concerned about that with an open frame motor like this. So the new cord will come through this strain relief, or the replacement cord. Come through the strain relief, go in, and we'll set that where it needs to go. Set the strain relief back where it was. And then we got a clamp. Clamp this back onto there. And this is a little bit bigger diameter, larger diameter wire, so hopefully it'll clamp down good. Hopefully those screws are long enough to go through and clamp it in, which I think they are. It looks like it already seems like it's going to clamp. And they had it tightened down real tight. It wasn't going to go nowhere. I don't know if we need to have it that tight. So this goes like here. So we'll connect one to the top side and the other one to the other side. And then the paddle switch goes in like that. Gotta line everything up right, get the paddle switch where it needs to go into its hole. And get these wires. Deal with these on wire, pull these wires out of the way for now, I think. Yeah. Okay. That half is on, so let's get these wires shaped so they won't be in the way. That's going to be the issue, because we put that splice on there and that eats up space. It's where the wire won't But that splice, the wire doesn't bend easy right there, or it doesn't bend at all, because it's almost like a solid piece of material at that point. So let's get that wire down in there. Right in there, put this white wire over like that. And let's put the cover on. I think it's the last thing I need to do is put the cover on. Put the screws back in. There's 4 screws that hold this together. Okay, it's together. Well, let's see if this thing works. It's got a long enough cord on it. Look at that. I guess it's still almost 10 feet long. It's pretty stiff cord though. I don't like that much, but let's see what happens. We'll plug it in and see if it works. There you go. We're good to go. Well, that's my grinder working. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Leave comments. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.